Father in heaven, once again we approach your mighty throne of grace to praise you and thank you. We thank you, Lord, for loving us and keeping us. We thank you for your mercy. We ask, Lord, that you watch over our town today. Be with all of our citizens. Be with this board today, Lord, as we make decisions affecting the town. And we ask, Lord, that you be with our service people who are in harm's way tonight. Pray for our country. Please thank you, pray in Jesus' name.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, Megan, roll call.
Alderman Bishop.
Here.
Alderman Collier.
Here.
Mayor Green.
Here.
Alderman Hall.
Here.
Vice Mayor Jernigan.
Here.
And Alderman Merrick and Alderman Sanders are both absent.
Okay, we have some visitors. Anybody here would like to say anything at this time? If you have anything you'd like to say, you can say it. You wanna... If you do later on in the meeting, just let us know. Okay, we have the minutes from January the 13th. If you need to look them over, you can. We will vote to approve them in a few minutes when we approve the reports. We'll do both of them at the same time. And from that, we'll go on to the reports. James, you want to do?
For the month of January, we had 209 complaints, 1 accident, 2 offense reports, 7 citations, 5 animal complaints, 4 code enforcement. We logged 2,718 miles.
You got a bad month, didn't you?
Yeah, we had several other issues going on, but
Oh, really, too, huh?
we're back at the car in there.
Okay. Shane? You do the first one.
For January, we were relatively as slow as I remember in many years. We had 2 motor vehicle accidents and 1 fire alarm. We did receive a $31,000 500 grant for USCBH from Volunteer Firefighter Equipment Grant, so it's good for us. We also got a pretty good donation from forestry that I didn't put on here. They give us some new helmets, goggles, and 2 backpack blowers.
Good. Thank you, Shane. Is it, how often do you get those grants for equipment like that?
Yearly.
Is it every year?
We can apply every year, yeah.
Oh, okay, well, good. Good.
It's just, we've been more fortunate in the last year or two to get them.
How much is it turn out here?
Turnout gear,
For one?
this is for SCBA. Those are about $9,500.
Don, you can do the maintenance?
For the maintenance report, on our dump report, on the residential garbage was 78.6 tons, commercial was 15.36 tons, the dump trailer was 2.37 tons, brush truck was 9.11 tons. We had 1 load of leaves that we took to West on, and we had 1 load of recycled plastic we took down to the recycling facility. On the fuel expense, just the public works truck, it was $382.85. Trash truck was $613.36. Brush truck was $41. And then the tractor diesel was $66.30. It was all total was $1,103.51. On the equipment expenses, all total was $2,876.07. And some of the bigger things that went in with those expenses, we had got the wiring for the salt spreader, which was $1,578, and that was installing it too. And Then we had to do some work on the restrooms and down at the park, and that was $313.74. And then, we changed brakes on the truck, and we got that spare tire, and that was, total amount was $415.52. And then they had to get a battery for the snowplow truck when they were plowing snow, it was $189.95. And, on the animal control, they took, 1 dog and 4 cats.
Okay, so the new truck we bought, is it ready to go now? Has it got the salt?
We got the wiring stuff, they still don't have the brackets for it yet.
Okay, so we don't have to plow or anything?
No, there's 3 or 4 other places, they've got stuff ordered, it's just not coming.
Okay, what about the old truck? Will it go now, or is it still out?
It's out. I mean, it's where it's at, it's non-fixable.
Is it done for?
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
I seen one of the checks in here, which the load was a pretty good amount of money. What was that? Do you remember, Meg? $1,700 or something?
No, I don't know how to tell you. I don't remember off the top of my head.
I'm just curious.
I don't know.
Part of it was that bathroom expense that we just talked
Okay,
about.
okay.
Shackles for the park equipment and some bolts.
Yeah, I had to work on the swings to cut and cost on it.
Oh, and then the biggest expenses was for downstairs, the repair,
Okay.
for, bathrooms like those.
Yeah, our part of it was the 313.74, and then what we had.
No problem.
I hope everybody's looked at it downstairs, it's really nice. It don't look like the same place.
How much does it cost to take these up to, does it cost anything for
It was going to cost a thing.
do we get anything for the recycled plastic that we drop off or, you know, well,
We're just, more or less, we're just taking it down.
I think there was a time we got some money, didn't we, for
I thought so.
I mean, we don't get anything more than that's the paper and the plastic both, I mean, just.
Yeah, I think we got a small check there now for that. Anyway. Okay, there's no, well, we got to approve the reports and also the minutes from last month, so I'll need a motion and a second. Pass the reports and the minutes.
Awesome.
Motion from Doug,
No, sir.
second from Moore, and everybody in favor of accepting the minutes and also the report, the minutes from January. And the reports that we heard tonight, everybody in favor, say aye. All right, we'll move on to business at hand. There's no old business, no unfinished business. We have some new business. The first thing is consider approving the second reading of ordinance 180-2/035, which is an ordinance repealing building permit. I'll need a motion in a second.
No, kind of bring stuff up.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Can you, maybe table that till next month? I got something I want to run by you before you make a decision on that.
Okay, there's some others here about, I mean, just that one that I would want to take.
Just doing away with building permits in general.
Oh, no, okay, so just that particular one.
Yeah, just that particular.
Okay, well, we can take it.
I'm getting the motion and second, Joe.
Yes, and you also have the resolution
Yes, down here.
repealing your exempt status. So you're gonna probably table both of those.
Yeah.
Okay, can I-
That's gonna be approved tonight. Apparently. Well, I guess it-
Yeah, well, that's one more question. So our contract with Safeville expires February the 12th, and the people that we've had coming in, I've had to provide them, if it's gonna be a project that's just, it won't be done in 2 days, I've had to refer them to the state. So I guess, what do we need to tell them here when they call? Because there's nobody, as of February the 12th, that's gonna be handling in-house building permits. Because I had a lady come in today that I spoke with, and I'll need to figure out how to get in touch with her.
That was my wife.
Oh, okay.
So I called the state today,
Yeah.
and they said that the exempt status was supposed to be approved, I sent here
Yeah.
tonight, or repealed, so they told me no permits were required for my request. So, I don't think it can wait another month.
What are you building?
The deck and a driveway extension,
Okay.
and he said no permits required. The state inspector.
But if we keep the code the way it reads, then would that change it to where it would be a requirement?
Joe?
Well, yes, I mean, the building codes, require the building permit and require a, certified building inspector.
So, I mean, I guess what I need to know here is how do I guide residents after February the 12th? Because, projects that are just starting, if we're not gonna turn it over to the state, who am I to direct them to get a building permit and inspections?
You've already given notice to, Safe Build.
Yeah.
My only concern with that is, and you all can make a decision from that, is if we have no control over anything, then if you want to build something right up to the side, there's nothing we can do other than what the basic codes are on code enforcement.
Which is 15 feet from the boundary
Yeah.
line. So,
But they'd be pretty much able to build whatever.
but when I talked to the state inspector, they're concerned primarily with additions to the main dwelling,
Yeah, not
not driveway extensions or things of that nature. So, he was only concerned about the deck if it was 20 feet or higher, just because of the fall hazards. It was, well, the fall hazard and the support, single minus ground level. So he said, you don't have a permit required. So, but I understand your point. I would think that the city would want some sort of control, but the state's already. I called the gentleman that, I don't remember your name is, that you gave to my wife, and his answer machine says call the state. He won't even answer the call. He says his contract is terminated, call the state.
Okay, but we're not repealing any codes or anything like that, are we, Judge? Ain't nothing like that.
Now, repealing the building codes, electrical codes, the plumbing codes, all of those things that deal with building inspection. And the resolution is to adopt the state residential building program. And the state has adopted codes, and they will enforce the codes that they've adopted.
Okay.
The resolution sets out in the recitals, the whereas, all of the provisions relating to the state residential inspection program.
So we'll have codes, it's just gonna be.
No, the town will not
Yeah, I
have
know,
codes. It will have the state's,
Right, state's codes. Okay.
So how hard is it for us to go back into that if we end up finally getting somebody that can do it?
you'd have to apply for exempt status and demonstrate that you have the ability to enforce codes locally.
No, it's not.
If y'all want to go ahead and proceed with it, that's fine. I was just thinking, I don't think
Do we need to do the second reading on this, Joe?
Well, you don't have a building inspector.
There's nothing we can do but have a second reading.
Well, I mean,
Approve second reading, because, I mean, we don't have nothing.
you'd have to find a building inspector to issue the permits and do the inspections. And that's been the problem along, that there's nobody locally, a certified building inspector that was willing to take the job.
Would it do any good if we run an ad in the paper?
Possibly. I mean, there's a certified building inspector that lives here in Surgoinsville, but he works on BAE, I think, and that's where his work is.
Would it hurt to ask him?
Nothing would hurt.
Their work schedule works where he works in fire on a day off, day on, one day off, day, and he kept it once a month, so he was gonna be available a couple days a week. No,
Kingsport had several of those.
no, you're hurting too.
Greenville posted an ad
Yeah.
on impasse.
The chief just retired, so
He's retired yet.
he's going to.
Yeah, that's been the issue. I mean, we kind of made contact with people in the area. And that's Safe Built, I think, does building inspections in 5 counties, because they're the only game in town.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
That was the problem, that's the reason we turned to the contract. He wasn't answering people's phone calls, and then we had a contract with him until the 12th, and here he's getting.
Today, he said, yeah, call the state.
Yeah, call the state, so.
Could I ask a question, sir? I mean, are the city's codes more stringent than the state building code?
essentially the same building code, but the town had additional things, property maintenance code and that sort of thing.
Okay. I
The
was just
state
kind of
does not.
just kind of wondering what the difference was and how big of an issue this really is.
Let's say we passed and waited till next month to do this, is there any way in giving him a go?
We don't have a building inspector to. As Warren pointed out, if a person could be found, you can make an application to reapply for exempt status.
Later on.
The choice, it's not for lack of effort.
So when you say property maintenance code, Joe, is that pretty much overgrown lots and everything?
No,
Okay.
we have not repealed that,
Okay, just the building part of it.
it's the building.
So if someone shows up later, we can get back into business.
That's the way we got in it before, but you have to demonstrate that you have someone
Yeah.
available to do it and you're capable of enforcing it.
Okay. So the codes, the state's codes are very similar to ours.
They have the 2018 standard building code.
Right.
The ordinance, or the resolution, sets out, it's in the board's packet, in the recitals. The state doesn't issue grading permits, does not issue zoning applications, doesn't issue the sewer permits, has a separate electrical permit. That's all set out in there. They do buildings, 1 and 2 family buildings and townhouses.
Well, James would be the code anyway, wouldn't he?
Right, the things that do not require a certified building inspector, overgrown lots, that sort of thing. He's been designated as the designated representative of the town.
Yeah.
That doesn't change.
I'll make a motion, we pass this on second reading and put it to bed, but we don't keep citizens handcuffed.
A motion from Randy, a second from Warren. Roll call vote.
Alderman Bishop. Alderman Collier.
Aye.
Mayor Green.
Yes.
Alderman Halls. Vice Mayor Jernigan.
Okay, consider approving the second and final reading of ordinance 181, 2025, which is fiscal year 2025 budget amendment number 1. It should be the second reading on this budget. Need a motion and a second. Oh, you want this table, Mayor, is that what you?
No,
Okay.
it's the next time, I'm sorry. I may have written it beside the road.
Okay, that's okay. Okay.
For the budget amendment, I tried to, I think on the packets that I sent y'all, or maybe in the workshop packets, I tried to handwrite notes, and then in your packet tonight, there's an Excel spreadsheet that I tried to type and explain, if the items were addressed, within this budget amendment. It was back there with the financial reports. Before the tax aggregate report, or aggregate.
I'll make a motion, we approve this.
We got a motion from Tim. On the budget amendment, number 1.
Can I ask one question before we get a second?
Yes?
James, I apologize for not calling you ahead of time, but am I correct, $10,000 deficit in OT?
Yeah.
Will we be reimbursed for that?
So I moved, that was a revenue, so I moved it, this is not gonna be, he doesn't think he's gonna get it this year.
I mean, I've got the money, but it's not something that'll probably be spent, I have to get spent.
Okay.
We've got the 10,000, but it's, part of it's on equipment and part of it's on, traffic enforcement.
I'll second.
It just hasn't been deposited yet, it gets deposited as we receive it.
And you think that'll be next fiscal year?
Some of it will be hit before the end of this fiscal year. I don't know what percent.
I'll second.
Okay. Nathan? Roll call vote.
Vice Mayor Jernigan. Alderman Halls. Mayor Graham.
Yes.
Alderman Collier. Alderman Bishop.
Okay. Let's see, consider approving first reading of ordinance 182, 2025, which is an ordinance for the municipal code.
That one should be the one that had the note.
Okay, so you want to table that till,
Yes, there is still a member of the board that has not had a chance to review it.
okay.
What if he refuses to? What are we gonna do?
I was assured that it would be done before March's meeting, that it would be reviewed.
He promised me that he would be here today.
He was not.
I'm not blaming him.
I know.
I mean, he like the rest of us, he's had all this time.
Okay, so,
What's our Yeah, we do, Joe.
We need to table it and vote on it.
I mean, those are the two options. There's no requirement that, all 7 members review it.
Well, Hap told me, what's his name,
Oglesby.
that all 7 had to approve it.
And he told me the same thing.
And that's, he won't even
He
provide me
won't
with
even
the
provide
ordinance.
he said he wouldn't even provide the paperwork unless all 7 people.
I was under the,
Well,
that some people had to look at it, so I thought.
You know, he told me, myself and Randy and Warren all talked to him, and he all told us that all 7 had to.
If that's what MTS has, they're the ones that were contracted to do it. Table the thing until next month, and we'll get task someone to go over with John, and here it is.
Well, what if he won't go over to us?
Reviewing it is probably a very flexible term.
I personally,
You want me to go over and talk to John?
somebody needs to.
I'll do that before the next meeting.
I appreciate it.
We'll get this, we'll get it done before the next meeting. We'll get it done. So do we need to vote to table? I think we do, don't we? Yeah. I need a motion and a second to table that.
I so move.
I'll second.
Okay, everybody in favor of tabling that, resolution, do so by saying aye. Okay. Consider resolution 159/2025, which is a resolution revoking residential building exempt status and adopting the state regulated building program. Need a motion and a second. Vote on it.
And that runs hand in hand with the other one,
Yes,
correct?
Yeah.
I'll make a motion.
I said,
Okay, motion from Randy, second from Warren. Roll call vote, man.
Vice Mayor Jernigan. Alderman Hulse. Mayor Graham.
Yes.
Alderman Collier. Alderman Bishop.
aye.
Okay, consider accepting the 2025 volunteer firefighter equipment and training grant in the amount of $31,500. We'll need a motion and a second.
I'll make that motion.
Motion from Bob,
I'll second.
second from Randall. Roll call vote again.
Alderman Bishop.
Aye.
Alderman Collier. Mayor Graham.
Yes.
Alderman Hulse. Vice Mayor Jernigan.
Okay, consider the amount that the town would like to apply for the 2025 CDBG, which has a 14% match with the application due March the 7th. We can apply for up to $1 million in playground equipment. And but the match, even for $500,000, our match is $395.35. And I think on this same agenda, we're going to be talking about a truck, I think, aren't we? And it's going to be tough. I mean, if we would be awarded this grant.
Well, Mark tells us that he thinks he can get someone to match, or to do the match for us. But I just can't see us trying to match it.
And it's going to be tough.
I'm not well to get it, but Mark assured us that he felt like he could get match to appear.
You know,
But if we can't get the match, then I don't think we need to do it.
I took an opportunity over the weekend to look at some of this playground equipment. And we're gonna have it, if the town decides to match the, Teresa Greer's, you know, she's come in and offers to, I think it's 6,000, and if we match that, that'd be 12,000, I think, well. That would buy a lot of equipment, and I think James maybe looked at some too. But anyway, I think we could get quite a bit of equipment if we bought some of this playground equipment on our own, put it on our property, which there's property there at the park. And with $12,000, I think we could buy easy probably 3 or 4 sets to go there, which would be a lot of, and we have another grant that we've applied for, the Blue Cross Blue Shield at Warren.
We have about 20 again this year.
And so anyway, I think, and then too, we had a meeting and we talked about this, and of the $500,000, if we applied for $500,000, so much of that would go for everything else. The amount that would probably go for playground equipment would be a little over $200,000 if I remember. Is that right, James?
Yeah,
$250,000.
$250,000
And out of the $500,000, half of that money would go for some the other things that we would have to do. And I just feel like that we could provide some playground equipment with the $12,000 until a better situation comes along. Yeah.
Board ready to entertain a motion?
Yeah, I need a motion in a second. Well, we need to talk about it. I mean, you know, we can't go a million. Well, then our match would be, let's see, 162, 790.
It would be my motion
Good thought.
that we forego applying for the grant this year.
Yeah.
Go ahead and get everything ready, appoint some type of committee to solicit funds for us to be prepared to engage in this grant next year.
Okay? Okay.
I'll put that in front of you.
Okay, got a motion. Randy,
I'll second.
second, Tim. Roll call vote.
Alderman Bishop. Alderman Tyler. Mayor Graham.
Yes.
Alderman House. Vice Mayor Jordan.
Okay, consider authorizing Donnie to purchase quote number 2095 in the amount of $576.40 at Smoky's Rental and Sales LLC to clean up property located at 293 Long Drive, result in an ordinance violation.
When was you gonna do that tonight? You gonna wait till I'm up in the spring?
probably about 2 or 3 weeks now, because we had a flood, but.
Yeah, I mean, we're gonna get paid up and if we do it, then we do it.
Well, we're gonna have to do it again in the fall.
We did it a year ago, it was been over a year ago when we did it.
Should have been done twice though.
It needs to be done at least twice a year. But I think if we get the skid steer down, get it under control, I think as long as we stay on it,
Okay,
the tractors will be able to.
okay. Do we need to put both of them in one motion?
You mean the, getting the lien?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, I think we've done the liens, I think
Have we done
the
that?
recorder already has the authority to do that, don't?
I think we have a lien already for,
Yeah, I mean, we've got several
is
liens.
this
So I'll
Yeah, we
reach
already
out
have
to
a
the
lien.
register of deeds and make
Just
sure
previous costs.
that every time that I'll have to do an updated lien, so that the amount
Okay.
increases, and I have to
Okay.
include the amount each time that will be a lien on it.
Right, okay.
So
So that's why I put authorization on there, so that you all were aware that I did.
Right, the town needs to be made aware, absolutely.
Well, what I was asking, can we do both in one motion?
Sure.
Go ahead, go ahead.
Okay.
Okay, so consider, Donnie to purchase this equipment, in an amount of $576.40, and authorize Megan, and Joe to go ahead and proceed with what they need to do to place a lien on that property. That's, I need a motion and a second.
I'll make that
Motion from Don.
I'll second.
Second, Warren. Okay, everybody in favor of, I'm sorry, let's do a roll call.
Okay. Vice Mayor Jernigan,
Uh,
Alderman Hulse, Mayor Green,
Yes.
Mayor, Alderman Colley, Alderman Bishop.
Okay, consider appointing a hardship board with 7 members. Okay, could that be this board, Joe? We have to get someone else.
It would be desirable to have other people, but it's up to the board to decide who's gonna be appointed to this hardship board.
I don't know, it's hard to, I don't want to be delayed, trying to put something together. Of course, we might get volunteers to help it. I seemed like before on the hardship boards, we had several aldermen, I think. I can have aldermen, that's been a while since we had one.
It's been a dozen years.
Yeah, it's been, like I said, it's been a while. I can't recall anybody other than aldermen being on that board. So,
The whole point of the hardship board is you're not forgiving any money, you're not waiving any fees, you're deferring the payment of them
With a lien.
with a lien. I mean, that's what secures.
in other words, the fall back to his next.
The state has a process after 5 years, they forgive the lien. So much of it goes off each year when they get that grant.
Right, but that's the home program, and that's different than what we're doing.
Well, I, unless somebody just don't want to be on it, I think the board needs to meet and.
Whatever the board decides.
Well, since it's, I think we need, for future references, I think we need a hardship board. But right now, we need to get this done right now.
That's right.
And But for future references, I'm saying that we need to do that. But right now, I don't think we got much of a choice.
I don't know. No, I know, that's what I'm saying, we can't ball try, we can't go 2 months, 3 months, it's something we need to get done now. So, I agree. That's the wishes of the board, so.
When do we want to meet?
You gotta appoint yourself first.
Do what?
You have to appoint yourselves
I'm
first.
gonna appoint myself. No, I'm kidding.
So, well,
Let's just do the board for this time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay, so the motion would be the board, the hardship board would consist of the BMA.
For
The members,
BMA for now.
the present members,
Listen by
not the
name.
board, mayor and alderman, but the members will be on the hardship.
Hardship board, yes. Sorry.
I was just saying, like, instead of saying the board or mayor, the VMA will be on there, just like list each person's name.
Yeah.
Maybe make the motion.
Okay,
Well, I'll make that motion.
so that's, got a motion from Bob.
I second.
Okay. Okay, everybody in favor of the sitting board, mayor and alderman, also be on the board, hardship board, everybody in favor of this, just over saying aye.
Let's do a roll call.
Oh, we can do a roll call, go ahead, man.
I'm sorry, who seconded that? Hoss? Okay. Alderman Bishop, Vice Mayor Jernigan, Alderman Hoss, Mayor Graham,
Yes.
Alderman Clay.
Okay, so now we have to consider the time for the hardship meeting. Now, what was you saying, Joe, about the time?
Now that you've appointed members, the members can set a time, but it's a sunshine meeting, so you're gonna have to publish a sunshine
So
notice.
2 weeks. That sound okay, everybody?
Well, if we just put a sign on the door, and one at the water department, and one at the post office, and meet 4 or 5 days.
5. I mean, all you're required is to give
No.
reasonable notice under the circumstances.
Okay. So next Monday, does that sound okay, everybody?
Yes, Monday.
You gotta work?
That's what I was looking at here.
I know Monday's a holiday for,
Oh, that's right.
I mean, not for us city workers, because we didn't get that one, but like for the county and the state, it's a federal holiday.
I say that. Well, the event's been closed. So you better have the truck empty. That's it.
I think they are.
We've got that meeting the 20th.
Mm-hmm.
That'll just be on Thursday.
Let's
Let's just do it on the 20th then.
with that other meeting, we're doing anyway, so might as well be here.
I would assume it.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Okay,
So,
so,
what time now? Because the other one is at 5:30. Because that's really the soonest that I know Brady works for, like, 5 minutes. I don't know what your all schedule is that week.
We schedule it for 6, have both of them together. whatever.
Well, VMA will follow
What would
the
that be, the
workshop.
20th?
Oh, he's got to.
okay, as long as we have a board, all the members don't have to be present, all right?
And a quorum.
So we have a quorum, yeah. Of course, you got.
I can't do the 18th, and I think y'all have a planning commission meeting that day anyway, so I could do the 19th, or if y'all want to do the 20th.
Well, we can do.
Since we're gonna meet the 20th, let's just, we can discuss it at the 20th.
Yeah.
I've already published it, and said you want to do it at 5, because I think the workshop's at 5:30, and the VMA to follow at 6 for that special meeting, so you want to do 5 o'clock?
I can be here any.
I can be here.
Sorry.
Everything, okay, all right.
We're gonna change that.
Okay. So now what date is that?
February the 20th at 5 p.m.
20th? 5/10, that's the hardship,
520.
or 5/20, I'm sorry, 5/20.
February the 20th at 5 p.m. And then the workshop at 5:30. And then the BMA will follow if you all decide to vote on.
Okay, the hardship at 5 o'clock, right?
Yes, on the
Okay.
20th.
Okay, on February 20th, 5 o'clock, the hardship. Okay. So we need to approve that. So we need a motion and a second to approve this time.
That's okay.
A motion from Bob,
I'll second.
second Tim. Do a roll call vote again.
Alderman Bishop. Alderman Collier. Mayor Graham.
Yes.
Alderman Halls.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Jernigan.
Okay, consider authorizing Donnie to purchase four floodlights for the Riverfront Park bathrooms facility for approximately $160 total. Okay, I talked with Donnie today about this, and I think we're going to try maybe to replace the bulbs.
I checked them, we can't.
Oh, so they're not good. So the lights have to be replaced.
Yeah, those are sealed, we can't get them apart. So there's.
So what, we can take them out, and just put those in?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I went down, after we talked today, I went down and looked at them, I can't, they don't come apart.
Well, all I know is just replacing the board that's off the vote on it, we can.
That's so moved.
Okay, let's get a motion from Bob.
Second.
Second, one. Okay, roll call vote.
Alderman Bishop. Alderman Collier. Mayor Graham.
Yes.
Alderman Halls.
Aye.
Vice Mayor Jernigan.
Okay, that's all I have. Anybody have anything else? If not, we will adjourn. I appreciate everybody showing up. Does anybody have anything else? Shane, you got anything else? Thank you for all you do, all you guys do, we appreciate it. James, you got anything else? Nope. Appreciate you. Don, Joe, hey. I appreciate everybody, everything you do. So everybody in favor of adjourning, will stand up and thank